Okay, excellent. So we're going to start recording this. Again, if you have questions along the way, this is office hours, so please feel free to ask. Lipaz will be happy to answer anything you would like. Yeah, we're Lipaz, if you want to get started,
Yeah, so
introduce yourself.
get started. Yeah, so we're going to start. So hello, everyone. It's exciting times, actually. We are very thrilled to present you the brand new features that we already launched by last September, which is our guided journey. Today, our community office hour will be mainly going to be about guided journey and the progress tracking capability, but we're going also to discuss our next steps. So let's get started. So what is our agenda? We're going to have an introduction for the guided journey. What is it? What is the capabilities? And what is the value for you? Then I'm going to share with you a real life demo, which is going to cover the different product areas we have for the guided journey inside CloudShare platform. I'm going to share with you the documentation links we have for the guided journey. And then we are going to discuss our next steps we have for guided journey, which is quite amazing. And I will want to also get your feedbacks, and also will present how you can send your feedback later on, of course, via our community. And I also going to share with you an interesting suggestion that we have regarding the guided journey, and we will have some time for the Q&A. So what is the guided journey? Okay, mainly. So we are now having a capability of a content area that you can just insert inside CloudShare, but also the idea is to, by using the guided journey, you can also use a very good capability of progress tracking. So first of all, what is it? A guided journey is the new content item that you are going to be able to create on your editor. And by creating the guided journey, you can break down the whole content of your lab into sections, which means that by that you can speed up your experience, and it can help your user to go through their guided journey much more easily. And also by having a central place to see all the content alongside your lab experience, you can just reduce the time for external sources and see all the things in one place. Also, we are enabling this feature, okay, can also work for both self-paced and instructor-led, which means that if you are mainly instructor-led user, you can feel more free to go through self-paced learnings and classes and experiences, because the guided journey enables you different kind of capabilities that can give you the more convenient feeling of moving through the self-paced, and also by tracking their progress of the end users within the guided journey, you can see all the data and insight on the instructor console, which I'm going to present you later on. So if you want to have it like a one sentence, it's a place when you can add your content in a central place with a step-by-step mechanism and track your end user progress alongside the guided journey. So let's start the demo. Feel free also, guys, to raise your questions during my presentation. It's fine from my side. So I prepared as an experience before our meeting, okay? Right now I am on Classic, okay? It works for both Classic and Accelerate customers because the capability is inside our new editor, which from last September is available for all of our customers, both the Classic and Accelerate. So what we have here, we have an experience with me as an instructor console and two students, Kermit and Jeremy. So if you're going to the editor, what we can see here is that we have a new animal for our content title, which is the guided journey. I renamed this guided journey office hour. I can also rename it differently, okay? But this is the name I chose. And I can see that they have here 3 sections. The sections are equivalent to the steps that the end users need to go to their guided journey. If I want to click on the section number 1, I can see the section name and the content of it. I can see that I can change the section name, okay, according to what I want. I can write here content. Also, I can place the relevant HTML in case I have the HTML. And I can see here that I have a new window, a new area, sorry, for the estimated time. The estimated time is the place that an experience manager or instructor can specify the amount of time that the end user are mainly go to spend under this section. Why so important? Because this time, okay, this number is going to affect our progress calculation. So you need to specify here a sufficient amount of time according to the end users that are going to actually spend this time during the guided journey. I can move forward to my next section. For example, here I have instruction how to create a new guided journey, and also I have the other one how you can add sections. It's worth mentioning that you can add here different kind of content. Okay, you can add text, of course, images. You can specify here different sizes according to what you want. And you can add here links, of course. Everything that works until now for our content types also works here. And you can also have the option to add more and more sections according to your learning path, okay? According to your lab instructions. If I want to go, yeah, of course.
So you're going awfully fast. So there are sections, and then each section can have steps. Is that what I'm seeing?
No, each section can contain content that the content is actually the instructions that the end user need to read, okay, in order to run their lab environment. What you will see later on, okay, on the viewer side, you will see that the instructions here is being presented in parallel to the real lab environment, okay? So the instructions.
But they can only see one of these at a time, and there's only one instruction.
Right. This is exactly the idea. The idea is to break down the whole content into steps, okay, into sections, so you can break it down to smaller content areas, okay, and then you can instruct your end users by small instructions with those sections.
And what's the difference between content and HTML tabs?
So this is exactly the same as we have today, okay? Content is just placing the text, images, and so on. And here the HTML is in case you want to just edit this area according to HTML, let's say, language, okay? You can see here that we are converting the content, let's say here add sections, okay? So or here, click on you can see here as a paragraph, okay?
Thank you.
It's a tag for paragraph in HTML. So we have also the capability for creating your own HTML. It's not only a guided journey specific, it's like mainly inside the editor here. And that's it. So if I want to, and thank you for asking the question. And if I want to just delete, okay, let's say that I added some irrelevant sections, I can just do so. And that's it, okay? When I am closing all the edits that I want, I can just save it. And that's it. If I want to go through the viewer side, which I want to show you. Okay, so let's say that Parmit is our end user. She is a student, and we can see that when she goes into her environment, she can see here a new tab, which is our guided journey. Okay, the guided journey presents the step-by-step sections and content that she can go through air lab, okay? So let's say that I have this CentOS 8, okay, here in parallel to my instructions, and I can read the smaller instructions and the content byte step by step. What you can see also here is that when I moved between sections, the background here was changed, and this is why we have a capability of tracking progress, okay? The guided journey is like a new content type, okay? We have sections, we have different contents, okay, alongside the sections, but the idea also is to bring you the value of tracking the progress of the end user, okay? Even if they are self-paced or they're instructor-led, you can just track your progress. It's your end user progress, but how, okay? You can see that this just changed to a darker gray, and I will explain the different one, okay? We have here section number 3. It hasn't started yet because I haven't got into this section and haven't seen yet this section, but number 2, I just took a small sniff, okay, inside this section. And number 1, I spent a sufficient amount of time under this section, and it is considered as explored. And why? When I define those sections, I specify different estimated time alongside this section, okay? I specified here 1 minute, let's say here 2 minutes, and so on. Of course, it's according to what you have in your real kind of a real environment, but I want to explain you the 3 kind of progresses that we have inside our guided journey. So we have 3 statuses. We have not started, which means that the student hasn't started the section yet. We have in progress, which means that he got into this section, starting exploring it, and so on. And we have explored. Explored means that the student has spent a sufficient amount of time according to the estimated time that you have specified, the instructor or the experience manager has specified, and it is being considered as explored. We have a calculation that is being done behind the scene according to this estimated time, and by that, we are considering the different progress type and statuses. You can see here, for example, that I spent here a sufficient amount of time under this section number 2. We are here about 1 minute or 2. Okay, and when I'm going forward to my next one, I can see that I'm considered as explored, okay? So those statuses are also being presented on our instructor console, okay, in real time. You can see that Kermit is just explored section number 1, 2, and now she's in progress of exploring her section number 3. And we can see the different statuses that are being updated here in real time. Okay, so we have the look and feel also on the instructor console of what is going on with the end user progress, and also what we have more to show you. We have a new tab for progress, okay? Currently, it contains the relevant data for progress, and later on, which I will present and explain in a moment, we will have here more and more data and insights regarding the progress of the students, okay? So currently what we have some 3 average rates. We have explored, in progress, and not started that are being calculated according to the different statuses that the class has. We have here a new chart for progress result. How many was explored, how many in progress, and how many not started under each section. And we have another chart for average time, which is quite amazing chart. You can see how much time that the actual end user has spent on each section. And by that, you can just change and maintain your course time even better in your future course. Let's say, for example, here, section number 1 took only, on average, okay, 1 minute for all of my end users. And I just specify there, let's say, 20 minutes, okay? so I can manage my time even better, okay, by reading this chart and by understand what I specified already. I can reuse the time differently in the future courses. So this is more or less the idea, okay? We have like a quick review. Of course, you can feel free to see the feature and drill it and have some hands-on experience with this feature. It is available for all of our customers. And I want to continue our slide. Before that, any questions, guys?
One question, Lipaz. Yes, Jeremy.
Oh, sorry. Lipaz, there's a question from Michelle. Does their progress calculate in real time?
Yeah, the progress is being calculated. We are calling it near real time because we have some seconds gap, okay? But it's considered as near real time because we have like a gap of 10 seconds, which is very minimal. But it's according to real time, yeah. And also it's being calculated and presented also via API, okay? And also if you are connecting your experience/classes, okay, with LMS, we also present some score information regarding the progress of the class and the students with your LMS, okay? If you use your LMS with LTI 143, you have the option also to use the guided journey information that we present here and present it also in your LMS. So it's worth mentioning that, yeah.
Somebody else had a question, sorry.
Yeah, Lipaz, just a thought. I mean, in the editor, can I embed a video so that when the student is going through the guided journey, say section 2, in the section 2, he read a couple of instructions and then he can click the video. The video plays in the editor so that I want to force them to watch my complete video before progressing to the lab.
Yeah, so currently what you have is a video link, okay, to add, and we are considering it on our next step to add like built-in video inside your content.
Thanks, excellent.
Of course, you're welcome. Yeah, we had another question, I think, from the audience. Okay, so feel free to ask, guys. We'll go forward the next slide. So
Lipaz, one more question.
Yeah.
How do I normally, you know, we have multiple area offices across the world, and most of the trainings, the fundamental trainings are common in our software. So when one office create a guided journey, maybe the other office would like to copy it. So what's the best way?
Right. So I'm going to share with you our next steps in a moment. Okay. So what we have now, we have here documentation links. Okay, I can show you right now. Okay, how it looks like. You can also see them later on and have some better understanding of what is guided journey, how you can work with it. Okay. And read later on. I will share with you the presentation, of course, so you can also see it later on. And maybe, so while we have more,
and Lipaz, I'll also add right now into the comments here in the chat. I'll add the links to the to those support sites.
Okay, great. It will be great. So, following your question, your good question, what we have more. Okay, so this is only our first step inside our guided journey. Okay, it's actually a journey also inside our company because we have so many things to share and prepare. So what we have more, we are going to add, actually the UI checkpoint is our new feature that we are working on right now, okay, which will be available very soon also to you. And we are also going to add to the content, let's say, journey, we are going also to add a check options through the content. How it looks like, I also here want to show you some screens, okay? Just a brief look and feel how it's going to look like. What we covered until now, it's like we have sections, we have their content, and we are going to have another area for checkpoints, okay? Which is a very sophisticated one. By adding an image, you can capture the relevant areas, UI elements, okay, that marked as a success on your student side, which means that, for example, after running section 1, 2, and 3, the students will have those 2 components, okay? And by having those 2 components, when the student will run the check button, we will take we will take a screenshot of the easy environment and we will match it to the desired result, okay? In case we will have a success, we will consider it as passed. In case we will not have a match here, we will consider it as failed. Okay, so how it looks like on the viewer side, let's say that we marked those 2 components, if you remember, okay, we marked those 2 components and it exists on the end user side. By running the check, I can see that I passed, okay? The indications are relevant for passed or failed. In case they are considered also as failed, we will have an option to try again. We don't want to let our end user feel bad with themselves, so we're not marking it as failure, we're marking it as try again, okay? And we will have the option to present it here and hint, okay? Let's say that the student hasn't run this section and the checkpoint successfully, so we will have here an hint that you can write down and it will be presented to the end user, so it will help him to achieve the section successfully. How it will look like also in the instructor console, we will have here another layer, okay? But right now what you have and what this office hours covers is the progress tracking, but very soon you will have also the checkpoint layer, which will also be presented here. And also we will have some different in the new charts also here. And we will have another office hour for the UI checkpoint, so I will be able to present it more deeply. What we also will have.
Wait, Lipaz, sorry, there's 2 questions.
Yeah.
One is the guided journey, both of them from Laura, is the guided journey part of an environment? That's question number 1.
A guided journey is a part of a class, okay? Each class / experience, it's according to which platform you are, it's considered as a content item, okay? Like you can add resources or external URL, so each class / experience can have its own guided journey.
Okay.
So currently you can recreate it for every class, but you will have, okay, let's talk about our next steps. We are considering an option of reuse guided journey, okay? We're not considering also, sorry, we considered already. We are working on it right now. We are designing the reuse guided journey, which will let you have the option of creating it once and attaching it to multiple classes. Yes, please, recreating is a lot of work, right? I know, Laura, but we just made the guided journey as our first step, and we have more to cover, of course, by priority. So the reuse guided journey is the very high priority one that we are designing it right now, and we are going to start developing it very soon. And as I said, it will let you have the option to just create it once and attach it to your multiple classes everywhere that you want. What we are going to have more, we are going to have a section hierarchy, which means that currently what you have only one layer of section, okay? You don't have any, let's say, chapters, and maybe it's not according to your, let's say, real ebook or learning material. So we are going to add another layer of a chapter that will consist many sections underneath. Here, guys, actually, if you have feedbacks, things you want also to raise, it will be great that you will share your ideas and feedbacks later on if you want to help us with designing the reusing section. This is the time. And what we will have an option to upload a content from external source. Let's say that you have already an ebook or a learner material that is already being done, and you don't want to just copy and paste your information and content into sections. So you will have the option to just, with one click, upload all content to guided journey and break it down into the right hierarchy. And we will want also to enhance our failure check for the end users. What also I want to cover here is that when you work with the guided journey right now, okay, everyone that here has the option for private consultation. So if you want to have a private consulting with me, you have the option to do so. So in case you are playing with the guided journey and you have some questions and you want an instructions and maybe the documentation isn't enough and you want to have like hand by hand help, I'm here to help you. So you can also reach out to us later through your account manager or also through the community. We are here to help you. And if you have like some global questions regarding the guided journey and also regarding the next steps I share with you, you can just mark your question and write your question down in our community. And that's it. Questions, guys?
And after this call, we're going to share this in the community. So if you missed it or you want to send it to your colleagues, you'll be able to have that option. I will post that in the community under where we have an area called the video library, product tutorials in the CloudShare product. So you'll be able to see it there and be able to share it to whoever needs to. We'll also, after this call, even add this into the event itself. So email everybody, let everyone know that the recording is available and you guys can pass it along.
Yeah, Michelle, and it's free of charge. It's for the guys that has joined here. It's our private help. Yeah.
Excellent.
Thank you guys for joining. It was
Excellent.
great.
Thank you, everybody.
See you on the next office hour.
Yes.
Thank
yes.
you. Looks good.
And if anybody has any suggestions for what else they'd like to see in the next office hours, please let me know. My email is jeremyd@cloudshare.com. Happy to post that and do more and more of these, as many as possible, to get you guys using CloudShare as best as possible.
Thank you.
Okay, thank
Thanks.
you, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. See ya.